how the dubious kind of people and dubious money is being engaged. And that's why the committee said that we need further probe criminal angle. Criminality is there, and it's not procedure only. The question is, Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh won the trust vote by engaging such means, whether he or his agent, that's another matter, that's the point of investigation. But then, why the government which won for last 3 years, despite that report, why they have not engaged the investigating agency? The Parliament also filed an FIR. Why the FIR was not pursued? Why the further investigation not? Who is the beneficiary? And it was very clear, I am beyond doubt, that money was used. It's not only that 1 crore which was shown, crores of rupees have been used. Now WikiLeaks have brought the issue again to the fore. So we have to ask this question, who are the people who are destroying this parliamentary democracy, where from the money comes, who used this, who is the beneficiary? As far as left is concerned, we are very clear. It's not a question of debate between the Congress and B.J.P, who is holier than thou. The question is how the deal itself was a mixture of so many deals. Prime Minister not only made 1, 2, 3 deals, there are hundreds of deals, and all these deals are going to come. If American ambassador in Mexico could go because of the WikiLeaks, and now you see, you want this operation cover up.
Okay, operation cover up. I find Vinod Sharma getting amused. Therefore, I will let him. I want to ask you what is so amusing about this, Mr. Vinod Sharma. Are you amused by the debate in Parliament or by what any of our panelists have said?
I quite pity the retrospective wisdom of all our members of Parliament, that it took a WikiLeaks, some Americans to tell us that there was some hanky-panky there. All of them were sitting on their hands all this while. And it took a WikiLeaks to wake them up, especially Mohammed Salim. I'm quite amused by the kind of implicit faith he's reposing in some cables. Please, no, Mr. Chandan Mitra, I did not interrupt you.
Why
you must listen to me. Please. No, I know what you're saying. I can't even hear you.
So what?
Please, I want to make my point.
Please reach.
And my point is that your wisdom today is retrospective wisdom, and it is relying so heavily on cables. If you're going to place this kind of reliance on diplomatic cables, you are going to put this Indian polity into an eternal state of instability. Please, for God's sake.
Because you like everything
you must get this issue what happened in 2008.
Indira Gandhi's foreign
it must be investigated. Please, Mohammed Salim, don't get upset.
Yes.
Because you did not want this deal because of your distrust of the Americans.
We'll investigate WikiLeaks
and now I am quite amused by your trust of the Americans. You explain this to me.
Okay,
I quite went along with you.
Why are you not
may not be all that good for India.
Indian Parliament?
I know both of you are going to come down on me because of making sense.
1 minute.
I am trying to make sense of this.
They are trying to
please,
let
your whole vision was shadowed by the multi-million dollar operation for the deal.
Gentlemen, may I please?
We know there was an FIR registered with Delhi police.
1 minute.
There is an investigation going on. The CFSL gave a report.
Nothing going on.
This year saying that those tapes were genuine. Those tapes were genuine. Now let us investigate this at our end. Let us not say that Americans are telling us this, so it is true.
No, I
don't accept that.
I take up on your point is taken. However,
I want the investigation.
The American was interested.
Get some police officer from West Bengal to investigate it.
Prime Minister and
get some police officer from Gujarat to investigate it.
Sir, may I please come in for a moment?
No, but you are expecting me to take something which has been written by a lowly diplomat or a higher diplomat out of the American embassy, sending them reports back to the principals.
Party and its
that is the cardinal truth.
My question tonight is this, and I'm putting this question to my viewers.
Money power.
1 minute. My question tonight is this. What is the issue tonight?
What money power are you talking about? You are giving me the reference of an American cable.
That's what kind of money power.
I'm sorry, Chandan Mitra. You are the editor of a very prominent newspaper. You know how these things work.
I don't know how they work, but
I
let me
know
ask
very
you,
well.
Vinod Mehta.
I covered the
Arnav, can I
1993
speak? Can I speak, Arnav?
Abhishek
for the
Singhvi.
paper for which you work.
No,
and
Abhish-
in that, and
Arnav,
you
we have
saw
known these
in
neighbors all
1993
our
how the
life.
One
Congress
minute,
bribed
Abhishek Singhvi,
the
before I come
MPs.
to you, I want to ask Vinod Mehta
And
one
even
thing.
I
Allow me,
don't know
please.
why Mohammed
Allow me,
Salim is
please.
quiet, you know.
Gentlemen, let's
I
not...
want to ask him
One
that
minute,
Mohammed
one minute.
Salim,
Calm down.
you
Calm
did
down.
not
Let's
trust
calm
the
down.
Americans
Arnav.
when you were signing the nuclear deal
Okay,
with
let's
them,
calm down.
but you trust every bit of the
Arnav.
cables they send out
Okay,
to
Vinod
the
Sharma.
principals in Washington.
Vinod Sharma, I got your...
Would you answer
Arnav,
this?
we
Vinod
are
Sharma, one
opposing the
minute.
deals, not opposing the truth.
Arnab,
Can I come in? Can I come in? Vinod Mehta, what's
Arnav,
the
can I
issue?
come in?
The issue or the provocation? The provocation's the issue, the
Arnav.
WikiLeaks the issue, or the issue of the cash forward scam? What's the issue?
can I come in?
You're in.
WikiLeaks is the issue
You're in, Vinod
because
Mehta.
they
Please come in.
revived the whole controversy.
Please let-
Arnab,
please
can
let
I
me-
also can I also speak as the editor of a prominent magazine? I may not be the editor of a prominent newspaper,
Please do so.
but I am the editor of a prominent magazine.
You were.
What is all this talk? If the B.J.P. wants to put the Prime Minister in the dock and wants to ask him tough questions, as an opposition party, they are perfectly entitled to do that. That's part of the role of the opposition in a good, healthy democracy. But the issue is not WikiLeaks. Please forget WikiLeaks. The issue is
Correct.
that we saw this exhibition of notes in Parliament, and therefore that should be investigated. But also, Chandan, there's a very selective reading of the Kishore Chandra Deo report, because the person who's indicted more strongly is a very senior aide of L.K. Advani. His role is sought to be investigated by the Kishore Singh Deo report. The Kishore Singh Deo report, by and all, exonerates everybody else and mentions three people whose role should be investigated. Prime among them is the senior aide to Mr. L.K. Advani.
That's the point here tonight. But
I'm not saying should not be investigated. Go ahead, investigate. Investigate everybody. Investigate, and ultimately the buck stops with the Prime Minister. Even he should be investigated.
sure, but Abhishek Manu Singhvi, is this
Arnav-
firewall around the Prime Minister a
Arnav, I
good
want to make
strategy?
a point.
Is the firewall around the Prime Minister a good strategy, Abhishek Singhvi?
Arnab, I think what is happening is, I'm sorry to say, there's been a bit of a free-for-all. You need to regulate it, at least stipulate 1 minute for each person and let's get on with it.
Please go
because
on, sir.
Everybody's speaking at the same time. I want to make my points very quickly. I think it's very important to remember that there is no indictment in that report, direct or indirect, of any congressman, Congress government, Congress minister or congressperson. Point number two, if at all there is an indictment, it is one named person associated with the SP and his aide, second Mr. Kulkarni with Mr. Advani and one other person. Now the point is
Kulkarni has not
that
been
how
indicted.
on earth does this constitute an indictment? How? No, I didn't say indicted. I'm saying if at all there is somebody named who needs further investigation, it is either a B.J.P. person or a SP person.
Fair,
How on earth does
Go
this,
ahead.
coming straight to the merits, affect the Prime Minister who is making a statement, and the B.J.P. is today saying that the Prime Minister should have said, should not have said that nobody in my ministry or my party has been indicted. How is that wrong? That's point one. Point two is the B.J.P.
The
is
point is,
constantly
sorry, just
disrupting
one
it today, they did it
interruption.
yesterday,
Abhishek,
and
you
they are
allow
worried
me.
that they will do
One-
it again
if you allow
tomorrow,
me.
disrupting Parliament on this issue. It's disrupting.
No, one
Number
minute.
three, 1 minute, please let me finish. Number three, from 2008 till today, the issue had a quietus in the sense that the B.J.P. has not sought criminal charges being filed, has not taken any big issue on it. Vinod Sharma has a very valid point. They start this after 2008 and the Kishore Chandra report, now in 2011, on the basis of opinions, subjective opinions by bureaucrats leaked in WikiLeaks. This is ridiculous. If the depth and the width of Indian democracy is to be every day paralyzed by a leak from
No, okay, the
WikiLeaks,
first
and I don't
point.
care if it's the B.J.P. or the Congress,
No,
at least
I
produce
will
one
rebut.
piece of corroborating evidence.
I want to
One piece at
respond
least.
to the first
you
point.
say this is known to everybody.
First point.
And that report itself is
The
full
first
of
point,
innumerable
first point.
leaks,
Just to the first point.
innumerable inconsistencies.
I want a response
First
only to the first point. Yes.
No, first point. First point is that who was the principal beneficiary of this operation? Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, I am posing this question to you. That as a lawyer, you very well know that a person who benefits most from a crime, therefore, by implication becomes part of the criminal conspiracy. You should as a lawyer understand that. That is the first point.
Okay.
The second point is, nobody is opposing our investigation. The WikiLeaks cables have only served to refresh memory and bring the whole matter again back into the public domain. And
Okay.
whatever has happened, nobody is denying the cables. Everybody is vowed for its authenticity. The tapes have been authenticated. So what is the problem?
Okay, gentlemen.
Why now only say that why are you going by WikiLeaks? Why
They have not been authentic.
Okay, now you see this debate is in Parliament.
No,
Yeah, by the forensic
No, one
level.
second. I'm wrapping
Arnab.
up tonight only for one
Arnab,
time.
Can I make a point here?
I'm still going to the second
Arnab, I
debate.
want to make a short point before you close. I think we should not outsource India's parliamentary democracy to the State Department of United States. And I request Mohammed Salim that
Now
please
it's
don't
done,
do this,
now.
sir.
Now you are
Because
wiser
this
now.
is against your
This we
grain.
did. This we are
Let's
saying.
not do that.
Okay. Mohammed Salim.
No. Who are the people? You were a part of the multi-million dollar publication exercise to sell the 1, 2, 3 and to survive allow the UPA government to survive and win the trust vote. And US government was interested.
You
the
want to
government was
deal with the
interested,
Prime
big money
Minister,
and
do it
process were
differently,
interested.
sir.
Okay, gentlemen.
We
This
were
is not the
opposing
way
it.
to get
Gentlemen,
even with
question
the
is
Prime
tonight.
Minister.
There is a
The
debate
truth.
in
You're
Parliament
placing
tonight.
reliance on
wants
documents
to know the
that
truth.
can be tampered
We are
with.
only interested in the truth.
Thank you.
Satyameva jayate.
There is a debate in
Truth must
Parliament
prevail.
tomorrow. There is a
We are
debate
here
in
for truth.
Parliament tomorrow. And we'll see when the Prime Minister comes forth and replies. Thank you for joining me, gentlemen.